Hello, you're here with Miss Libby Rose, and today we're going to be making these 1940s cool little headscarves that I've designed especially to fit to fat quarters. So they can be fully reversible, so you can get your two very favourite fat quarters and make one scarf that you can wear either way. So take your two fat quarters, and this is a bit tricky to start with because we want the longest part. See, that needs to come all around this top, all right? So it's very hard to explain. I've been trying to work out how I can explain it, but the best way is to show you. So you need to have the longest parts joining each other at the corner. Okay, and don't worry what the rest of this is doing. It all looks a bit funny, but as long as those two are joined in the corner, then you take your pattern and you can see on the fold, this line here is on the fold. Line that up anywhere it can, and it's going to go to the edge. Now, all the fat quarters come up ever so slightly different. And that's okay, that's life. But we want these corners to get as close as we can into this corner here. So I'm going to shuffle that down as much as I can to get that fitting there. Now, if you can't make it fit, if it's too much flapping over the edge, try it the other way. I know that these are supposed to be exact, but sometimes fat quarters don't come up exact. So I'm going to go to my other long part and I'm going to tip that in the corner. All right, now can you see it doesn't fold in half? I'm not looking for it to fold in half. I just want this bit as long as I can. I take my pattern and I shuffle it along, and what I want is this corner to be in this corner here. All right, now that is the best fit that I can get on the fold. That bit's going around to the edge, up, up and up. Okay, so now I can cut that, leaving that on the fold. Then I take my other piece and cut it exactly the same. Okay, so on the fold, as long as you've got as far away as you can there, down, 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 and cut out those two pieces and then come back to me. So now we have our two pieces that look like these funny shapes. Now, if you watch me, pull up the end and I go to the point. All right, I'll do it again. From the edge, the longest part, up to the point. Like that, like that. I'm going to sew along this line here. Can you see where I'm going to sew? So there's my point. I'm going to sew along one side. So flat down, over, at an angle to that line. Do the same on this side, over, and an angle on that line. Okay, so these two are going to sew into there. So get those sewn in. Just leave it like edge of the foot against the edge of the fabric. That's perfect seam allowance. If you sew those on both of these and then come back to me and I'll show you, we'll put it all together. All right? Okay. So now we have two little bonnet type shapes. The ends like this. Right? And the little peaks at the back there. So now I take my two pieces, so you've got the outside and the inside and out. Doesn't matter, because it's going to be fully reversible. Right, so let's lay them right sides together. So get this middle point, go up. Join, 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 join. So you're going to sew the whole way around, but leave a gap somewhere around this curve bit, leave a gap. Okay, then we're going to turn it all through. So if you just sew, pin, 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 sew all the way around, leave a gap in the bottom here somewhere. So let's do this. So now I have 2 pieces inside out, looking a bit funny. So I go to the hole that we left earlier and turn it all through. Push, push, push. It does work, you know, doing that. So now, if you want to get out the little edges, you use a chopstick. Obviously, my chopsticks are normally just there. Anyway, I've used my finger, it's fine. But you want to get a nice sharp edge in the corner there. What else you should do really is cut off. So give a little snip on the top edge there, and that will give you a nice sharp corner. So let's cut that up to the stitch line, not over, little snip over there. Also, what you can do is, if you've left a big seam in the bottom here, so if you haven't gone the edge of your foot against the edge of the fabric, you could go back in and give yourself some little notches along the bottom there and then push it through. So it'll give you just a nice round edge. Once you're happy and you've pushed it all out, over to the iron, I'm afraid. So you do need to give this a nice press. Okay, so get it pressed down nice and flat, and here in this hole at the bottom, fold that in just like the seam is. So fold it in as the seam and press that down, and you won't be able to see it then. And then you can do a little hand stitch in there, but really once you've pressed it down flat, you won't even really see that hole, so you can probably even just leave it. But give it a go, press it, get all your corners out, trim some knots, go back in and trim some notches if you need to get that nice rounded bit around the edge. So now we've pressed it and we've got 2 sides of a cool little headscarf that you can put on. I put mine slightly to the side because my quiff goes one way and my scarf goes the other, but that's just me. And it will go around and you can just tie it up on the top and you're done. So well done. Now if you do have any queries at all, don't hesitate to get in touch. misslibbyrose@gmail.com or Miss Libby Rose on Facebook or Twitter, or at Miss_Libby_Rose on Instagram. And enjoy your cool scarf, headscarf. Right, bye for now.